Okay. Hi, my name is Sabine Philippe, and I am going to be your EEG technologist for the day. So first, we're going to start off with our landmarks. I'm doing my Nazian right now. Behind the head, once I feel like a little bump that I like, I'm going to mark it. And then by the ears, we have our auricular points. Like mine just right here. Don't worry, I'm labeling. And then after we do our landmarks, it's time to start our sagittal measurements. So, centimeters, I'm doing 0 to, from the Nazian to the Indian, and I get 39. Excuse me. 39. Okay. And then now I'm going to start my measurements. So from my Nazian to my FPZ, it needs to be 10%. So I got my 0 right on here. And then it needs to be 10%. My 10% is 3.9. Excuse me. The FPZ line has to be long because it's a 10% line. So you want to make it longer. FPZ. And then for my FPZ, I'm going for my FZ. I'm doing 20% now. My 20% is 7.8. And then for my FZ, I'm going for my CZ, the vertex. 0, 7.8. And then for my CZ, I'm going for my PZ, 20%, 7.8. This is my PZ. And then for my PZ, I'm going for my OZ, 7.8. And then from my OZ to my Indian should be 10% of this. Okay. So after my sagittal measurements are done, I'm gonna do my coronal measurements. and that's the percula points, ear to ear. So I'm taking my measuring tape. I'm going from the left side on A1, 0 mark, crossing CZ, holding this down. I'm gonna get 38. But of course, I like to check my work. So 0, crossing CZ, holding this down. Every time. It's like the head is moving. Well, let's see. I like right there. Okay. Now I'm getting what am I getting? 38 and a half. Yeah, like 38 and a half. Alright, let's pick one. Come on. Going with 38. That's fine. Okay, 38. Okay, so for my coronial measurements, I'm on my left side. So my left sides are odds and my right sides are evens. So I'm going up 10% to get my T3. And my 10% is 3.8. And 10% lines are supposed to be long. I want to check my work. Kind of want to fix this. Just a little bit. Okay, this is my T3 right here. And then for my T3, we're going for C3, 20% now, so 7.6. I'm going to show you my markings. Here's my C3. And then for my C3, I'm crossing my CZ, making it true CZ. 20%. Got my line. And then for my CZ, I'm going for my C4. 20%. And then for my C4, I'm going to my T4. 20%. This is my T4. Okay, now that I'm done with my coronial measurements, it's time to go for my circumference. So I'm going from, well, I like to make the line in the middle first, but I am going from my FPZ all the way around the head. I love when this thing doesn't move. That was sarcasm. No, but sometimes I do have luck and it doesn't move at all. And I get my measurement and I'm like, thank goodness. Come on, work with me. Work with me. Okay, I'm getting about 56. I'm getting about 56. I see it. So, I know when you do circumference and you get your measurement, you divide 56 divided by 2. Always want to double check, so I have my calculator. 28. My 10% is 2.8. Alright, now let's get this party started. So I'm starting from the left side of the head. And I'm going from, well, first I want to do the 10% for the FPZ. So I got 2.8. So I want to do my markings, which is right about here. And this is going to be my FP1. And then on the other side, so I can get my FP2. It was 2.7, 2.8, my measurement. So this is my FP2 right here, I'm labeling. So now I'm gonna go from my FP1 to get my F7. And now I'm doing 20%. I got my 20% now. So right here I got my F7. And then for my F7, I'm going 20% for my T3. Sorry. My 20% is, so I just got my T3, so I'm making it a true T3. And then for my T3, I'm going 20% for my T5. I don't know if that. And then for my T5, I'm going for my O1. I just love when things hit. It's like, I know what I'm doing. So after that, now I'm gonna start on my right side of the head and do the same thing. I'm gonna put my marking on FP2 and do my 20%. because I did my 10% already. And right here I get my F8. And then for my F8, I'm going for my T4, 20%. Making it true T4. And then for my T4, I'm going for my T6, 20%. Alright, and then for my T6, I'm going for my O2, 20%. You guys can see this a little bit more. Serenity is so heavy. Okay, so now I did my circumference. I'm gonna move on to my parasagittals. So that's FP1 through C3 to O1. And I get 28. I got 28, and I think I'm dividing by 4. I got 7. Okay, so I'm going from my FP1 to get my F3. I just wanna quickly look at this. So I'm going from my FP1 to my F3, FP1 to my F3 to my C3. Okay, let's see. My FP1 to my F3, and now we're using the number. Now I'm on 7. My 0 is on FP1. And then for my F3, I'm going through my C3, making it a true C3. Pretty beautiful. And then for my C3, I'm going for a P3, which is right here. And then for my P3, I'm going to my O1. getting my marking right next to each other. This happens, I feel like. And then now I'm going to do the same thing on the right side of the head. So I'm going from FP2 to get F4 using the same measurement. And then from F4, I'm gonna do cross my C4. It's already there. And making it a true C4 because it hits. And then for my C4, I'm going in for a P4. And I guess like you have to, I'm really trying to do it how I see it. So I'm gonna take photos of things that kind of don't make sense to me, or things maybe that I'm doing, and if they're correct. But where was I? So I can't stop. I think I'm on C4. Yeah. Doing my measurements. And now from C4 it's P4. And then from P4 to O2. Like I do have to write down, definitely have questions to write down. Okay. And then now after parasagittal comes the best part. Anterior and posterior corona measurements. Chris, I definitely have questions for you that I've been seeing every time I've been practicing doing homework and these videos. So this says from F8 to F7. I get 17. And I'm dividing that by 4. Where's my handy dandy calculator? I get 4.25. So now from my F7, I'm going to FC, making it a truce. Hold on, I just want to see this. Okay, yeah, the anterior coronal is going like this, posterior is going like that. I'm on anterior right now. So F7, my marking is 4.25. I'm going from F7 to FC. And then from FC, I'm going to F8. Sorry. Saying something different now. I just hit F3. F7, so now it's true F3, and then my F3. Just to explain what I'm doing is I caught a mistake that I'm fixing. Okay, so this is where my question comes into place. I guess an actual like really big question. And obviously I wouldn't lie to you. I want you to see where I'm having trouble so we can fix this together. And my problem always comes from anterior coronal. From anterior coronal. But I'm going to do what I'm supposed to be doing. But I would not lie to you because this is my future we're talking about. An F4 to listen, I don't know. And then now I'm going to do my posterior coronal. So you're going from your T5. This is like what I have. I'm missing one of my sheets. I didn't take out with me. Okay. Apparently, this is how you measure this. Get 22. 22 divided by 4. So now so I guess I'm going this way. That's what it says and it makes sense. So I'm going from T6 to, what did I get? Hit it. So from P4 to PZ. Hit it. From PZ to P3. Sorry, maybe I should be showing you what I'm doing or what I just did. Darn it. Maybe I should I don't want to stop though because then I'm gonna be like, where was I? So I'm just gonna finish this and then show you my confusions, like where I'm confused at. My lines definitely can be too like small. I'm making like lines like this. So maybe my lines can be bigger, or maybe I'm not doing horizontal and I'm doing vertical, so that's making it even like a problem. Because I feel like if this was more horizontal, I'd be 100% okay. I mean, it hit. And I make it a little bit longer like it should be. I'm making my lines too short. So then from that to that, which is fine. Alright, so I just finished my posterior coronal. I finished my anterior and posterior coronal, so we should be good. I just want to like point out where I'm having a little trouble or like things just don't make sense. Like, I want to say, of course, when my problems start, anterior and posterior coronal, my problems start. For sure. So that, like, I definitely need your help. I need you to see what I'm doing. I know you just saw a little bit of it and like how confused I am, but definitely 100% anterior and posterior coronal. There's always something I'm not understanding yet, and I know you're probably like, this is like too easy, but I don't know. Something's not clicking. It's not that it's not clicking. It's not adding up. The math ain't mathing, Chris. But I know you're probably just gonna be like, then that's your fault. And then there's somewhere else that I always seem to get mixed up in and like doesn't make sense to me. But I didn't want to stop and like say I don't get this. But I do want to tell you anterior and posterior coronal for sure. I definitely need 100% a lot of help. I do want to say sometimes, like this time I'm surprised. I always have problems at T4. Right now, today I didn't have a problem, which is funny, but usually sometimes I have a big problem with the T4. my little temporal. Parasagittal actually went smoothly. I'm actually surprised. I think parasagittal went smoothly. And yeah, I definitely have questions. And it's like I want to bring this in so you can see. But yeah, I want to bring Serenity in so you can see my work. Anyways, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. Where did maybe this was a little... Maybe I'm not making my lines too long enough. That could be a big possibility. Like, where did I even... And this was... right here, this was a question I had for you. You said just do it. Because I asked you if there's a name for it, and you said no, it's just something you do. All the way to the T3. To me, F7. Gonna line on each other. To T5. T4. Like, everything has a line, which is good. I mean, it looks good. It looks good, but just some cases I did struggle with, and it's like could be better, could be more accurate. But that's my head for now. And I hope you watch the first video too, because I'm very pleased with the first video. But I wanted you to see this too. So, yeah. Alrighty then. So, bye. I hope you like this video.